Who do you think is going to win this one?
I would say Millenium.
Okay, we're going to go with Millenium. We're going to start off. And interestingly, you know, the European side, we never have the level 1 fights. I know it's dangerous to have the level 1 fights, but the Americans seem to love it. They go invading your jungle all the time, and really...
It's all about the heroes. I mean...
Yeah, about the original picks.
They always have Alistar, they always have Zillion. Those heroes are crazy for level 1 fight. We like Soraka, we like... Well, Sona is pretty nice, but we like Soraka, we like... Brand, you know, I don't know. They're definitely better. I mean, they got better setups for level 1.
Yeah, and do you think that's played a part? I mean, every time we saw Nocturne picked by, say, a European team, the opposition team would literally invade top or bottom jungle, whichever on Lizard side you're in, and they would literally wipe out the entire side of the jungle. And I mean, that much really hampers your jungler. What do you do in situations like that? Because they're kind of just going to be, they're going to get the wolves and the golem, and then they're going to be like, well, now I've got to wait for the timers.
Yeah, definitely. Sometimes you cannot do anything. I mean, sometimes you cannot fight level 1. You have to let them do all the jungle. Sometimes it's just impossible. Just let them do it.
Yeah, just let them do it.
Yeah, otherwise you will get 3 people killed maybe. You will kill 1, and the early game is totally destroyed already.
So you can see the race starting there. We've got no game sound, so I'm just going to sort that one out.
A strange build on Nocturne. Strange jungle build. I think he wants to get level 2 fast and try to gun somewhere.
I'm just tweaking the game sound there. We can see the blue is being taken by Millenium. That was a really, really loud parlay, so I'm going to twink that down a little bit. So Jax top against Rumble. I mean, how do you think this one's going to work out? Jax, we've seen, has been pretty well dominant throughout this tournament. Nobody's really been able to pin him down, but you say Soaz, you know, Soaz is a top solo laner and a top solo laner, which is double saying something like that, but do you think he needs to keep him away from the farm early on, because, you know, Jax is only at his weakest in the first few levels?
The worst you can do against a bruiser is probably pushing the lane, but he's lucky. So it's lucky that Nocturne is bottom lane. Look, so he's not in trouble. But if imagine Nocturne just starts on wolves, then he will have been in trouble at the moment. He will have probably used flash already.
Yeah, because he's already pushing heavily, and we do see it actually a lot. And one thing that I've noticed actually Hotshot does a lot of, he will push the lane heavily and pull back a lot more than any other player. What are your thoughts on the way that he does that? You know,
he's getting harassed a lot. They know they have Yana, so actually they know that they don't have any heal. That's pretty cool. They don't have any potion. I mean, Argot doesn't have any potion, so I actually think that they are winning the lane, Fnatic, at the moment. They are pushing, and they are not under trouble since Gunplan is top lane.
So let's have a quick look around. You can see Linac getting the bomb down on PK. PK is he's kind of renowned for Karthus these days. His jihad style that he does. He goes diving in there. Shuche has been taken fairly low. He does have a stack of health pots though, so he's not going to be too flustered by Soaz pushing him onto tower. It's probably really more to the point. It's the kind of position he wants to be in. As long as he doesn't lose any CS to the tower, which he's we just did. He's trying to make sure he doesn't.
Natus coming top, but I think Rumble knows.
Having a quick look down bottom. Lamia pulling damage from the tower. Yeah, you say Nocturne, Cyanide going up towards the top there. What he doesn't know, you know.
Yeah, they will try to gank, I guess. I think they have to, at least to make sure he uses flash.
And here comes Cyanide. He's going to come around the side. They know he's exactly in there. He didn't try. He tried to get the flash. He will the fear will proc just, but he's coming right on the tower. I don't think they're going to have enough to dive him now. They're going to back away. So Soaz being very ballsy, just saying no.
That flash was a bit unnecessary from Shuche. Maybe he will need it later, and he will say, "Oh my God, why did I do it?"
Indeed. So when you look down the bottom, you can see CS pretty much even. They're sticking around quite nicely. In the mid, PK is 31 to 24. Okay, it's still pretty even. Has that slight advantage. Shuche is going to get hit once again. Shuche just jumping straight on towards Soaz. So Soaz turning around, trying to put a bit of damage, but Soaz needs to be very careful here. He's only got boots. He's got no health potions left now. He's just used the last one, and he's going to have a stack on the tower, but he'll easily farm that up. Shuche's not going to be able to dive him just yet.
No, definitely. Rumble knows that Jax is not able to dive at all, so he just let the lane push at the moment. It's really fine.
Gangplank coming sniffing around there.
Bottom lane, Agor already left the lane. He was getting harassed so much. I mean, Diana, Agor is really good, but not against this.
Top. You can see Schleyer is now coming around. So as I'm not sure if he has the health to come around. He will go straight in. They know he's in the bush. He's going to catch him straight in there. Schleyer, it seems to...
Yeah, as I told you, it was the flash.
Yeah.
Really good job.
Good exhaust there, and well, first blood going to Soaz, actually. Soaz picking it up, which is all important. So Urgot had been back, like you mentioned. He's coming back, he's pouring himself a pair of boots, and is that 5 health pots? 3 health pots? I can't make it out on the screen. I can't make it out on the screen, so you guys have got no chance on the stream, that's for sure. PK pulling the aggro from the tower there. I guess he's pushed the lane heavily. One of them is going to go back and buy. He's just going to go around and check out the jungle territory. You can see Kuja now warding up River there. So he's using his ulti just to clear the wave, and he's going to go back and buy.
This is what I mean. Top lane, I mean, Shusha used flash, and he didn't even make Soaz go base, you know? That was really bad. When he uses flash, I was like, when he get ganked, he will say, why did I do it? And he gave the fast because of it.
Wow, just looking at how much they've chipped off that bottom turret already. 6 minutes in, it's down to 900 health already. So having a good go down bottom. And you get these advantages now and again for if you take the tower early. Sometimes it's not that great.
Well, it gives you the possibility of doing easier Drake.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, the bottom lane definitely, but it's, you know, it frees up. It not only frees you up, it frees the opponent up to come around and maybe do some roaming ganks. So if your team's not maybe as good at roaming ganks, you want a lot of farm, it kind of backfires on it. Shusha taking a lot of damage up the top there, and he does jump straight towards Soaz, but he's not got anything to answer with. Soaz is feeling very confident now, takes the tower hit and just going to back away. Shusha's going to have to use another health potion. Looking down towards the bottom lane, Lamy is just going to hit. Oh, the lock missing now, flashing just out of it. Actually, he didn't want to jump out of it. Now, so Linet came down to try and help that gank, which means mid lane is being left and Gangplank is happily farming. You know, Shusha's struggling at top lane here against Soaz.
I don't know, I think Shusha's not doing bad, but not good either. I don't know, it's just... Yeah, you can see how Soaz is maintaining the lane. He also got a kill. I think that top lane is already won by Millenium. But bottom lane is really cool for Fnatic since he's so creeping.
Meanwhile, at the top there, Shusha is going to get dived in. I don't think he was quite expecting. Sinai did flash. He managed to trigger the fear, but he's going to be careful because Soa's going to turn around and push straight on him. Down the bottom, you can see they're continuing to push, and I think they're going to have to both back away from this one, or Soaz might be able to pick up. Whether he's got his ulti up, he does not have his ulti up. He just used it a second ago.
Yeah, really good job.
Going to survive and looking towards mid. I can see PK needs to be careful. He's got Zillion coming up river. So Lina just coming up behind him there. Gangplank's going to move in, come straight around, manages to get the bomb, going to get the rewind. Will manage to flash out of it, but that second bomb's going to hurt. He goes straight with the Gangplank ulti. He is going really down. Nicely played, and Millennium pick up the second kill. Really good job indeed. And that top lane continuing to be pushed. Let's have a quick look across the CS68 in mid, but he's just died. And obviously we've seen Linak roaming a lot, so kind of pretty even with the gold. Greatly, we get the gold advantage there. You can see it's a slight advantage to Millennium at the moment.
Yeah, you can play either for farming, you can play either for playing aggressive and harass the opponent, and even help your lanes. That's what Linek used to do. He doesn't like farming so much, actually. He just goes lanes, helps his teammates, and don't care so much about the farm. But you know, it helped a lot at the moment.
So having a quick look around, you can see Soaz again forcing Jax out of lane, so Shusha is going to have to abandon this. He's pinging it. He wants Nocturne to come up and help him. Soaz is farming like a machine right now. He's got the Hextech revolver
they are losing
on.
so much top at the moment since they don't have teleport. I think they will try to kill Soaz somehow. Don't know how, being honest, but yeah, they swap lanes probably.
Yeah, PK is going to come up there, try and keep him at bay. While Cyanide is going to start off blue. I guess he wants to give it to PK. It would be the normal thing I'd expect. I'm just seeing Tristana coming back to lane. Tristana has gone Wriggles. This is almost becoming a standard thing after this tournament. I think we're going to see it a lot of times in solo queue. The Wriggle start build. Yeah. Melissan needs to be careful that Tidus doesn't get any
there is no way Argo can win the lane now. Maybe just at bursting down, but maybe Soraka. But look at the item. I mean, Lange is going to give Tristana all the advantage, and they will probably get the tower in less than 3 minutes.
Yeah, and he had a good hit on the mid. So I'm looking around because he's being very aggressive. Just walks in, gets the blue, and puts the bomb on his head. No problem. Linex seems to start feeling comfortable here. He's got the blasting wand on. along with the Sorcerer's Boots. Blasting Ward, I think I called it yesterday, as I invented a new item midway through game. Shushay continuing up top. Let's have a look. Farm-wise up top, it's 51 to 60, but remember there is that first blood and that kill that Soaz picked up.
Yeah, Soaz is destroying the lane at the moment.
Which is something I'm kind of used to seeing, I gotta be honest. He's, for me, he's definitely up there as one of the top solo laners.
Yeah, for me, Soaz is definitely one of the best players ever. He can even play Bruiser, AP. He's really, really pro.
So Tidus continuing to get shot. He's been kind of forced out of lane here a little bit by Lemia.
He's so under pressure at the moment, so Shay cannot do anything. I mean, he needs ganks so hard at the moment, otherwise he loses tower. That means he loses top lane so hard. He's 1-0 already. He's creeping him. I don't know.
Yeah, and you can see Schleyer hanging around in the background there. Shushay is just, I think he's going to have to give up this tower. You can see PK coming in. I don't think they realise that Schleier's actually gone in towards that top. They're going to have to keep an eye out. PK's trying to just keep out a distance. Has no idea that Gangplank is sat ready and waiting. They're just waiting for Soaz to get drawn into it. He's going to flash out, and there does come Schleyer. The ulti goes down. Shushay is going to get the Gangplank ulti across. I think Shushay will go down, but Soaz is going to take the tower hit. He will go down. PK goes down with him. Schleyer needs to be careful. The tower hit going to come through. I don't think the ulti will finish him off. No, he will survive that one. Shushay actually survived, but yeah, pretty crazy diving there. And again, meanwhile, down the bottom, Linak has come down and taken down Melisande, so missing that one while it all happened up the top. That's going to give Urgot a good chance to push on bottom lane. It's got half health. Lammy is going to have to get straight back down there. But yeah, some pretty crazy play there.
Yeah, I mean, Soaz gotten 3 tower hits. That's way too much for this level. Otherwise, he wouldn't have died probably.
So it's kind of backfired. I don't think they were quite expecting the slow bar. They were trying to bait him out. They flashed it through, and then obviously the slow bar caught him, which is why PK managed to flash through and do a bit more damage than normal. They kind of had the gank set up. I think I saw that quite a few times with TSM and Fnatic yesterday. You know, Fnatic setting up for the ganks, not realizing the Gangplank had snuck into a bush somewhere, and then just being completely caught out. And it's just a couple of fights like that, unfortunate, that just backfire on you, and it can really change the lane phase.
Yeah, definitely.
Looking up towards the bottom lane. It's not really looking up, it's looking down, I guess. Looking down at the bottom lane, you can see Lamia now. He's got no Wriggles and Dorans, or Dorans, I think I've been having to say. Millenium on top. Urgot now. Let's have a quick look at towards the top there. You can see Soaz is in all sorts of trouble, and Sinai manages to finish him off with the ulti. Shushay just baiting him in there, and they're going to push heavily on towards that lane. Nobody really responding, so there's going to be a big chunk of damage going down towards that top tower in a moment. Meanwhile, you can see that PK just comes around. Ku just trying to get a ward down.
Someone needs to go top, otherwise they lose tower.
They are going to lose tower. You can't leave a Jax and a Nocturne on a tower like that. It's going to go, instead they're going to trade it for Dragon, are they, surely?
Yeah, no, they should actually go Drake now. Otherwise they're gonna lose a lot of advantage. I don't know. Soaz was a bit overconfident there, knowing they got a top.
Yeah, they're gonna be
knowing the Nocturne, which is after level 6, he's really, really scary. You cannot play that aggressive against Nocturne playing under the other tower. Yeah, they do Drake.
So they're going for it, but Lamia and PK are there, so they're going to come close. And Melisande looks like he's going to start someone off with some crazy banana action, but they're not going to get it. Millenium do take the Drake, so trading it fairly easily there. I thought Fnatic could have put up a bit more of a fight for that one, at least try to steal it. Just something.
I don't think they should. I mean, they got a tower, they got the farm of top lane. They want more than Fnatic.
And they're going to take the bottom tower here as well, I think. I don't think they're going to be able to stop it. It's already pretty low, yeah. It's going to go straight down. So that's going to be the second tower for Fnatic. And they are, if one thing Fnatic can do well, it is push lanes. But, you know, Millenium at DreamHack were pretty much, I would say, the #1 lane phase team.
Yeah, and the #1 pushers as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, they base their gameplay many times on just going 5 and pushing somewhere. And if the other team doesn't come, they push through. You know, Millenium, I think, is the top team that does the most base. How it's called? Base race. Yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah. They did it on TSM, and it nearly worked. It nearly worked on them.
Yep.
It was Linac actually got caught in mid, didn't he? And then just completely flipped the whole game for CLG.
Yep.
Mid tower is actually pretty low for Millenium. They're going to push on towards this mid. The rest of Fnatic are coming around to react, so they're going to get in there, no problem. It's not going to be too
much. See what I mean? Now they group up. They try to get something, maybe kills, maybe tower, but they group up. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They're very quick to react to, obviously. I mean, they've not got a top or bottom tower, so really it's a case of let's go mid.
Yep.
See what we can pick up from it. Big stack down bottom, which Zillion's going to go down and tidy up. Meanwhile, Jax is happily farming up top there. Shushay is now making his way down river, so I think we're going to see some form of mid fight. Let's have a quick look around CS-wise, since they've kind of moved out of lane phase now. Mid was PK versus Zillion. It is actually pretty even, it has to be said, between the two there. And we've seen PK building a Banshee's Veil first this time.
Yeah, well, I think Millenium should now group 4 people, 1 top and 4 bottom, and try to get the tower, because losing the bottom tower wasn't really good for the game. I mean, for them. They lost more than just tower. They lost the map control, probably.
We're seeing Shushay go down bottom. He's going to keep Linac from pushing. Bit of layways from PK, just keeping Slayer at bay as well. Soraka needs to be careful. We're going down to try and clear those wards out. Linac is coming around, managed to speed himself up. Gangplank ulti there, flashed nicely out of it, but Linac's going to follow straight through. They really want to get Linac there. They need to be careful they don't come around the behind. I think Melisande is going to go down here. That bomb will surely finish him off. Yes, it will do. And Linac gets the kill. And, you know, the rest of the team kind of, they weren't in a position. They were just called out of position, and that's the usual play. So that's an Oracle gone as well, by the way, there from Melisande. He had an Oracle potion on, so that's quite a lot of gold they just lost there.
Fnatic lost way too much there. They shouldn't take those kind of risks when the game is almost...
Yeah, and they're out of position here. Cyanide's in all sorts of trouble now. He's going straight on towards the tower. The fact that Lamia and Shushay are not there. Lamia was at the top farming.
Nice.
Down the bottom there. Soaz is going to get the ulti from Linac, saving him there. Shushay is very low. Lamia tries to jump. Oh, and a flash comes across. Manages to take Kuja down. Will he get down to Slayer? No, I think Slayer's going to get away with that. There's no wards positioning in phase. Great jump there. Shushay does come in, jumps straight on towards Tidus. Tidus the target though. They're going to switch across towards Soaz. Lamia is going to keep Tidus at bay. Meanwhile, Soaz gets pounded on by Jax. Lamia is going to have a pounce up any minute. Will he manage to jump straight across there? Shushay does jump on him. The lock on him now from Urgot. That's going to do a lot of damage. Yeah, it's going to keep him at bay, and they're going to have to give up on that one. It's amazing how these things trigger from one simple gank attempt, really, on poor old Melisande. So they have no Oracle at the moment, Fnatic.
Yeah, I mean, look at the money and look at the kills. But the thing is that look at how much farm Tristana have, and it's already 1-0, you know? Tristana will be really annoying at the game.
Yeah, and he's got that BF sword, got that Wriggles. Yeah, like you say, 143 CS to... Who was he against? Urgot down the bottom there, 115, so he's already fell behind. 30 CS, that's quite a chunk of change, and it's also the fact that he's got that kill as well.
Yep.
It's helping him. So they push the lanes. I mean, they even actually kept the tower as well in mid. they reacted that well, got up there. I was saying they were slow to react. Oh, Shushay just porting away as Slayer comes into the bush there. I don't think he could have done too much against him, but in this situation now, I mean, how would you as SK Gaming play this? I mean, well, it's kind of like Fnatic have pushed all 3 towers. Say if you were, say, Fnatic now, you pushed all 3 towers, you're kind of in the stronger position, you've got better map control.
Yeah, I mean, that is definitely not a good move by Millenium, but it would have probably happened to us as well. What I mean is sometimes you are too greedy in terms of getting trial with mid.
Yeah, meanwhile in mid you can see that Shushay does go leaping in. Linac taking a lot of damage there, going straight down. Cyanide getting the finish off. I think they might try and get Soaz there. I don't think the rest of the team. PK is taking a lot of damage from that. So Gangplank ulti though just about gets through it. The rest of Millenium now coming in. Tidus is thinking he wants to get a lock onto PK there and pick up a nice kill. Does manage to get the lock, will get the shot now.
And Tristan is farming top, man. It's just, it would be crazy like game.
And he continues to farm. He's actually pushing the pace on the tower as well. And I don't think Millenium are going to react to this one. He's surely going to take the tower down if they don't react soon. Yeah, now they've pinged it. Now they've realised. But Lamia's got a big fat stack of minions coming up behind. Here they come. He's going to have to back away now. Millenium come charging up towards there, but they've lost.
Yeah, he has to back. I don't know.
Look at that. 200 health left on the tower. I'm not sure if he's going to get out though. Slayer's going to get the slow on him any second though. He does get the jump, but I think the slow just got him in time. So surely is Slow as going to be able to land the slow? the minion's nicely done. Ult is in backwards there. We'll have the jump back up in a second. He was kind of low on mana. I'm not too sure if he's got the mana to get a jump on towards that tower. They're going to try and dive him in there. Lamia is going to go down.
Yep.
Meanwhile, the rest of Fnatic continue to push it towards the mid there. Shusha's going to need Knights on him. He's going to get away from that one, I think. Melisande, will the bomb go on? Oh, he actually jumped onto Melisande and put the bomb onto him. He will go down. The bomb will finish him off.
Good job.
And Millenium gets the kill. And I think they're going to get the mid tower from it. Possibly the top tower if they continue pushing.
And even Drake. Drake's up.
Well, they're going to get. They're definitely going to go for the mid turret. Drake is up. Yeah, the mid turret's going to go down. Will they turn around? They're going to go in towards the inner turret instead. Yeah, there you go. The top turret as well going away. They're going to try and put as much damage on towards the inner turret. Drake definitely is up. Yeah, now they've realised it. I think they're going to back away and go Drake.
Yeah, definitely. They should have done it earlier, maybe. But yeah, they were having great, I guess. But overall was nice.
So I mean that whole play really switched around from the fact that. Yes, they were pushing great at the top. Lamia should have gone a bit earlier, like you said, straight away in there. How about the pushing in the mid? I mean, do you think they should have continued the pace in mid? It kind of caught them out, backfired on them.
No, just they should get one tower mid, they should get one tower top, and then instantly go Drake.
Yeah, no, I mean from Fnatic's point of view, yeah.
Well, it was all about
heavier
not backing in time.
Yeah, so they don't want to let them have blue here, and I think they're going to try and pick it up.
They got it.
Yeah, they did. Cyanide pick that up. So stealing the blue. So there's a 3k gold advantage at the moment to...
they may even go Nashor.
To Millenium. Yeah, they may well do.
Yeah, they go Nashor, 100%.
Yep, defensive ward goes straight out there, and Shusha's going to start it off. So
it's really, really easy for them. Look at the setup. I think they will do it.
Yeah, and Soaz is coming across, and they've immediately backed out.
I don't know why they back. It's 1v5.
Yeah,
they could have done it easily.
I mean, the Gangplank ulti could have probably come down there if he's got it up, but outside of that, yeah, I think they'd have been pretty low by the time Millenium would have got there just about now. They'd probably just been finishing it. So I guess...
Yeah, but you see the damage on the Baron? I think they had enough time to even back off after Baron. I think the word they used, like on the next, here, was perfect, and I don't know why they didn't use it to make sure they do Baron. It was really easy Baron. Now Millenium will bait Baron. They know Jax backed, so they will bait them here.
Yeah, Melisande needs to be... He's going to go and clear that ward down. Actually, no, he's not. He's just
they got no
away.
Oracle.
They're just baiting them into there. Yeah, no Oracle on Millenium. Good point. They have put the ward on the Baron. It's kind of like the standard now inside the Baron. I mean, ward placement-wise, how do you guys go with things? It's pretty sort of standard layout between all teams. Is there anything special you do with ward placement? It's pretty straightforward these days.
If you were like inside Baron, it's really hard to
target.
Yeah, but you have to zoom in. It's not. I mean, you can do it, but it's really annoying. In a game, you have focus. You have to zoom it. It's so.
Yeah. That's why you sometimes see the person with the Oracle walk up and just stand there for a second.
Yeah.
He's zooming in. There's a big stack down bottom, which is what Lamia is now going to do. Millenium are going to see him show that there's going to be 4v5 pushing up mid. So I guess they're going to try and push it straight in onto the tower.
Yeah,
they did manage to strip half of it off there. Yeah, the slow bar's going to come out there. Lamia is still clearing it. You know what? I think they might be giving up this tower. They're going to have to back away from it. Millenium going to try and put a lot of damage down to it. Shusha is going to jump straight up towards Slayer. Shusha taking a lot of damage straight away. You can see the ulti coming out from Gangplank as well there. There's a bomb straight on his head. Titus is going to go down slow. Soaz is taking tower damage. I think it's not it's Jax damage. Jax jumps straight on him. Nocturne goes on him as well. The rest did manage to get onto Titus. Titus is going to walk away. Soaz will go down eventually. Millenium, it was a 2-for-1 there. It kind of worked, and they didn't get the tower, but Lamia wasn't there. And as soon as they saw that, they fair play. They went straight for it.
Lamia got like maybe 14, 15 quick kills bottom lane from that team fight. I think Fnatic want more. They know they lost the early game, so they are basing the game into the late game. That means that they want Jax and Tristana to get fed for the late game, not by kills, but by
farming.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's up to 194 CS. He's got the Infinity Edge, Greaves, and the Wriggles he had early on. 4-3-1 for Soaz as well. Soaz had a lot of luck early on. Well, it's not really fair to call it luck. He was pretty much dominating the top lane. 154 CS for him. Jax 123 has that Hextech Gunblade now complete. It's kind of like almost the insta needed item on Jax these days.
Yeah, probably, yes. I think that without that item, your damage gets way lower.
Yeah, and it's, you know, it used to be like the Ginsu's was the insta thing.
Yeah.
I guess until the Gunblade came out.
But it didn't give you enough HP, because you know that with damage and AP you get HP. This item gives you definitely more.
And they're going to continue their strength going on towards this. And Jax
Yeah,
needs to respond. Shusha needs to get down here. I think they realise he's not there. He was up top lane. I think all they need is a little bit of poke on it, which they're going to get on the next stack wave. He's not got the tank in it, actually.
They know they have the advantage at the moment, so they want to take the most advantage they can, because late game they know they will lose. I mean, Argot is really good, let's say AD carry, but late game he lacks on damage, not like Tristana, which is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's all about positioning as well for the AD carry. You can't underestimate that. Big Fat GG's positioning yesterday was just tremendous against Millenium. They're going to go straight in there. The ulti coming out from Nocturne. Gangplank ulti hitting pretty much the entire Fnatic team. They're actually having to back through it. Cyanide will go down there. Titus, oh, great ulti there, keeping the entire Millennium team up. This could well be an ace if they're not careful. PK's definitely going to go down. Shusha jumps away from that one. PK's going to pop his ulti. Will he be able to get anyone from it? No, he's lay wasting. He's not actually going to...
Millenium won so much from this. So much. Maybe they won the game here.
They may well do. They're certainly going to get the tower, I think. Possibly. Let's have a quick look at the top there. Shusha finishing off Soaz with absolutely nothing left. 76 hit points. Will they move around? No, they're going to take this tower instead. Lammy is trying to keep them at bay. He does have a lot of damage. He's got to be careful. He doesn't get caught. He gets the bomb on him. Linux going to go for it. He does get the slow. He gets the rewind. Gets the ignite. The bomb will go off. And it will take him down. Nicely played, Linux there. Superb play. That's going to be the inhibitor. And wow, very nice stuff from Millenium. You said they need to push, and they pushed hard.
Yeah, exactly. They know they have advantage, so they just do it. I mean, Kuja is really smart player. Kuja is the one that says, okay, we go there, we go there. He's really smart. He demonstrated it in so many tournaments already.
And a great Janna ulti, as we said. We don't often caught it. He caught the entire Millennium team. The Gangplank ulti caught them all. They had great control there, as we said.
Yeah, those kind of moves, I mean, you don't pay attention at those things, but when you do, you say like, oh my god, he won the team fight for
Definitely.
Millenium is going to lose maybe 2 towers. No, maybe 1 tower. Well, no, I don't know what is actually Fnatic doing. Yeah, they want Drake. They will get a bit back into the game, a bit. But it's just too much goal difference, like 5k.
Yeah, 13-6 to the kill advantage. Even in towers, but going to pick up another Drake. That's going to try to bring the gold advantage to a little bit towards more Fnatic, but they're going to have to get a lot more than that, has to be said. And I guess we're probably going to start getting a Baron fight sort of... Yeah, we talked about the Baron fight before. People kind of get a little bit too focused on, oh my god, we need Baron to finish this. Sometimes it's just better off just to leave it and just keep pushing if you got the advantage.
I think that Baron, most like being a way to win the game, is more like if you need to fight, you go Baron. If you want to fight because you feel like having advantage, you go Baron. Instead of just diving a tower, which is very risky, and even though against a Moon one such heroes.
So from this situation as Millennium, you just keep pushing. I guess it looks like they're going to go straight bottom, charge it through.
The unique hope of Fnatic at the moment is the farming of Tristana. I mean, he's 206 creeps. He got already Infinity Edger, and as soon as he finishes the Phantom Dancer, if he manages to, it will be, I mean, it will be a totally different story. You'll see it.
And we're seeing AP build slowly building upon Linux there. Linux played brilliantly on Zilean, I have to say. People have been saying I've not been complimenting Zilean. I'm not so sure where I've not complimented it or where I've not complimented it, but that's what's happened. And Linux takes that bottom tower with that stack wave, picks up a nice bit of free farm as well. Meanwhile, the rest of Millennium are just closing them off, getting good control of the jungle. You can see the nice ward placement there. And they've got to be careful, Lamia here. He's going to be possibly closed from around the backside. You can see Fnatic. Not sure if they realise that they're all around there.
If they poke a bit, they want to...
Oh, they've gone straight for the ulti on towards Lamia. Lamia is going to get out of that. Didn't get the bomb. Yes, he has got the bomb, and then the bomb's going to go off. Yes, he will take him down. So Lamia goes straight down there, and surely Millennium going to push on. Sheer Slayer's taking a lot of damage. He has the res on him. There we go. Zilean puts the res straight on him. Meanwhile, you can see Shusha is on towards Soaz at the top there. So try and keep an eye on that. PK will go in. The usual suicide style that you have on PK is not going to have his ulti. No, he didn't go with the ulti. He wasn't really going to pick anything up from it. So I guess he didn't. Shusha needs to be... Yeah, Shusha's dead here. Shusha's dead. Titus got a good lock on him. He's going to take him down. That's going to be the tower as well.
Yeah,
just
GG
bringing the tower on. This is, yeah, like you say, it's probably is GG. And Fnatic, I think, personally, I think they should have gave up on that inner tower and just backed straight out for early on.
Yeah, I mean,
They were caught out of position. They were like half-half.
Yeah,
So you know,
exactly.
Shushei and came around the back side of them and just split that ulti straight across them. And that's going to be the base tower. And I'm not sure they can stop the inhibitor here. Lamia is back up.
They cannot.
Yeah, it's going to straight towards the Nexus. You can see Cyanide trying his best to just get a bit of poke in there. Nick is low, but he's at the back there. And there we go. Inhib finished. And they're just going to back out and spend their stacks of gold they just picked up.
Yeah, normally there is a huge mistake on the teams that when they do something like this, they carry on pushing and they got greedy, and that makes you sometimes lose the games so hard. They just go Baron or whatever, you know. But they did really good. Kuya was really clever in this case.
Yeah, we had a game yesterday. I think it was Millenium, and they won a fight in their base. They'd been pushed right in. And I think they had 4 left, full HP. CLG had nothing. They had to go back. They should have rushed Baron, I thought. And I called it.
Yeah.
And then everybody's gone, oh, what's Zeno? But, I mean, surely in that situation, when you've got 2 inhibitors down, CLG have all gone back. I think there was only 1 alive. They had to have surely gone Baron. It was like a win or lose situation. You were pretty much lost. So, you know, had to throw everything at it.
It was Millenium because even Kuya told me that they should have done something different.
Yeah. So, Millenium now coming on to the final tower that's left.
I mean, Zilean got ultimate, so like really soon, they should dive again. I mean, they are too powerful at the moment, so tanky.
And I think they are going to dive. You see Shushei goes balls to the wall straight in there, manages to dive on. They're not really getting the damage down that he wanted. Slayer will go down. The Zilean ulti didn't get on him in time, though. I don't think Shushei is going to get away with it as well. PK just saying, PK, you didn't need to be on there. I don't think he's going to go down. Doesn't really have the mana to actually pop his ult. Yes, he does. Just about gets the mana. It's not going to do a great deal because they were all kind of ready for it. Yeah, so, you know, they're just going to continue to turn around and push back on towards that tower. Oh, Linac taking a lot of damage there. Linac's going to get his ulti down. It will force the ulti. Cyanide going down on the tower. Tower being pulled. Linac respawns. Oh, Shushei just straight on him. And Lamia straight onto the backside of Linac there with the pounce. Pounces on them again. I think he might pick up another killer. Soaz been exhausted. He's going to go down. Soaz is definitely going to be finished off. Shushei's just about going to survive this. Lamia wants another kill. Will he be able to get on towards Titus? Shushei needs to be careful. He does manage to get the slow onto Lamia. Oh, the lock as well. And Lamia's going to have to back out of that one.
Yeah, they came back a bit. I mean, Tristana getting kills is not always good. I mean, as soon as he gets the Phantom Dancer and the Blue Vista, it will be scary.
No, the inhibitor goes down. They tried to prevent it, but the minions managed to take it down there. And the Nexus turret as well going down to Super Minions. That's not great, it has to be said. They've kept 1 turret up there. That will regenerate, but losing the 1, it's going to put you back really against the wall. They're going to lose the base tower as well to Minions. Oh, it's all backfired for Fnatic. They just came out nicely from that fight. And I guess we're going to see Millenium probably go Baron here.
Yeah, they should definitely. Yeah, and if not, just wait until the lane gets pushed. They need to defend, I mean. It's free Baron.
Yeah. There's absolutely nothing Fnatic can do. So they've got a ward up there, but there's nothing and no vision whatsoever around Baron at all. They've not managed to get, as I say, there's a bloody ward in there. No vision at all apart from that ward right there. Yeah, they've got full vision of it. Yeah. Okay, there goes Kuja, goes in. And yeah, again, there you go. That's what you say. He was trying to target the ward there. Didn't zoom in enough and hit Baron.
Yeah.
Annoying.
I mean, I just in Baron, you know, there's nothing you can do at the moment. Yeah. I mean, and it's not really bad losing the inhibitors, and it's not really bad letting them Nashor, since you want just Tristana to get fed, you know? And losing 2 inhibitors makes you be sure that Tristana will farm.
Yeah, and he's just farming like a machine now, right now. Obviously, building towards Phantom Dance by the looks of it. Got that Quicksilver Sash. It's something that...
yeah, look at the creeps. It's so much.
It's something that's so underrated by normal solo queue players. They are going to pick up the free Baron here. We're going to see Fnatic respond, but I don't think they can do anything about it.
Maybe steal.
I'm wondering whether he's going to dive in. Yeah, but he's going to darkness straight in now. He's gone a bit too early. He wants to try and use the smite. He got the steal. Fnatic stole the Baron there. Very nicely played from Cyanide. PK is going to go in. They need to be careful. Gangplank ulti going down. Looks like PK will go down. He's going to pop his ulti as soon as he gets finished off. Exhausters on Shushei, which is why he's careful. Lamia managing to ulti Soaz away from him to do enough damage on towards Titus there. Titus gets the ulti though from Yeah, the ulti gets straight on him. Let's have a quick look towards the top there. Shushay does manage to get the kill, will go down, and it looks like Melison's going to go down. That's going to be GG towards Millenium, but fair play for getting in and stealing that Baron.
Yeah, it was really good.
It was really all they could do, and you know that was their last-ditch effort. Didn't quite work. They got kind of split up after Nocturne had got in there. You know, it was also inevitable that he was going to die. And I remember sitting behind Hotshot when he managed to flash and steal. He was like fist pumping in the air.
In that case, Millenium needs to stop doing Baron, definitely. Just stop hitting at all and kill the opponent.
So Millenium picking up the first game. What a fantastic performance by them. It has to be said, they had a strong kill advantage. Remember, guys, this is a best of 3, so don't go anywhere. You will